let's wait a minute or two for everyone to hop on. So great to see everyone today. Make sure you comment, say hello, give a share. Let's see if our comments work this week. I know midway through last week, I wasn't able to see any of your comments. So we'll have to see if anything comes through. Right now I'm not seeing anything, but I see a bunch of you on, so thanks so much for joining us. All right, so it's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you are joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. I see a comment from Jennifer. It is great to see you. Oh, yay, more comments. Excellent. So, woot, woot, woot. I am so excited that you're joining us today and that we can see your comments. We're having so much fun here at the shop. We're getting in lots of new fabric. We have exciting things we're going to be telling you about. We're prepping for our 2024 Block of the Month. Oh, and of course, getting ready for Thanksgiving and all those amazing things. So I sent Frank away to get ready for his deer hunting weekend. So I'm alone here in the store today. Woo! So it is going to be wild and crazy. And well, let's just get started with our bundle of the week. How does that sound? All right. So let's look overhead, and we are going to, oh, let me get that little caption away here. Dun, dun, dun. And let's talk about our bundle of the week. So we have a really fun bundle this week that I am calling Contemporary Christmas. I pulled some art gallery Christmas fabric here and here, and then we added a whole bunch of other really fun fabric, including some new fabric. Let me grab the link for you for this so that if you're interested, you can go ahead and scoop one up. We don't have that many of this one. We only started with 6. I know, not that many. It's not fair, but if you would love one of those, you can scoop one up. So I'm just going to show you here what these gorgeous fabrics are. So as I said, we have some art gallery fabric here and here. And then I took some of the Fancy That Design House fabric here, 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 and here. Ooh, ah. And then we have some gorgeous Ruby Star from a variety of collections, including, look at this super cute ornament. Now, I think this fabric on the yard is, or on the bolt, is already gone. So really, we have a little bit left over here, and it is just super fun. You can pair it with a favorite background. You can do all sorts of different things with it. Our fat stacks are regularly $39 for 12 fat quarters. And for our bundle of the week, you got it. It is $24.99. Oh, that is so awesome. So in our bundle of the week category, which is on the front page of our website, we do include all the leftovers from all of the previous weeks as well. So know that there are a few great deals to scoop up. And at $24.99, well, that is just a super great deal. So I will scoop these up, and then we can talk about that really fun quilt that's behind me. What do you think? So that fun quilt I have behind me here, ooh, you can look at that. I had Angie quick quilt this up for us. I showed you, I think, the panel last week maybe. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful panel quilt from a collection called Allure, and it is from Northcott Fabrics. So the panel is a 24-inch repeat panel, very watercolory. Ooh, ah. So 24-inch by width of fabric. And this super cool pattern that I have behind me is this one right here. It's called Lanterns. And the thing that I really like about this Lanterns pattern here, it finishes 46 by 66, 46 by 66. It's an $11 pattern. We do have it all kitted up. And the thing that I think is super fun about this is that rather than just being plain borders all the way around, there are these pieced diamond borders that are just super cool. So it just gives a little bit of dimension and something different for your panels, so that it's not just super simple, so it just adds that extra element up there. And with the throw finishing 46 by 66, perfect for a throw, also could work for a wall hanging that would be a little bit larger if you wanted to put it above your couch or in a staircase or something. That would be a really great use for it. With the 46-inch wide, if you were using it for a throw, this would be a perfect width to back it with your favorite Shannon cuddle, either the straight cuddle or if you had wanted to use like a cuddle luxe. So I'm just going to quick grab a beautiful cuddle luxe that would go great with this. I'm just going to scoop around and you can admire the gorgeous quilt. Ooh, ah, oh, I know you just love it. So you could use a regular cuddle. You could also use something like this purple that picks up on the purple here, this luxe here. You would want 2 yards, okay? So it's 60 wide, the quilt is 66 long, and so you want to make sure that there's extra for quilting. So you'd go ahead and just grab 2 yards of it, of whatever cuddle that you'd want in order to go on the back of your quilt. And if you were choosing traditional backing, you would want 4 yards of regular width of fabric, or grab 2 yards if you're choosing an extra wide. I know we took a little peek at it last week, but I think we should take a deep dive in and look at the fabrics in this collection because it is so pretty. I'm also going to hook on for you the collection here. I'm not seeing a lot of comments in the chat, so it might be like we had last week and I have to go back and look at things, so I apologize for that. We'll have to check in with our streaming people and figure out what's going on with their chat function. So let me pull the beautiful fabric and then we'll take a peek. Oh, I didn't also tell you that this kit that includes the pattern and all the fabric for the top as well as the binding, this is only $84.99, so that's a really great deal. Okay, so this Fat Quarter Tower, there are 17 fabrics in the collection plus the panels, and we have the yardage available in store and online. Let's take a peek overhead at this. Okay, so we have our feathers, very watercolory. We have the larger scale and the small scale. This is digitally printed, and so it has that painted look. It also maybe has a batik-y look, but it is in fact digitally printed on very high quality printers with very robust and vibrant inks. We have the feathers in blue, so we have the two different colors here. So pretty. Super gorgeous. just love that blue, green, purple coloration. Yes, Diane, the colors are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so super pretty, 17 beautiful fabrics. The Fat Quarter Tower is $59.50 for the collection of that. I believe I also have a half yard tower put together of that. The half yard tower is $119. I'm not sure if we still have all 17 fabrics in, but if you were looking for yard towers, we would absolutely curate a bundle for you together. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you is that we had gotten in a couple weeks ago Blue Meadow from Clothworks, and I think that this fabric works really well together with it as well, don't you think? It's just so pretty. So that has been right by the cutting table in the main room for this weekend. It will be shifting just because we are moving everything all around. So Cynthia wants to know, do digital print colors fade more or less when washed? Now that is an excellent question, just because just like everything else, not all prints are created equal. So it has been our experience that Hoffman, Northcott's, Clothworks, and Timeless Treasures, as well as Robert Kaufman's, have performed really, really well. For sure, that's not saying that others do not. The type of commercial printing that is used for these kind of production, large quantity digitals are different than, let's say, a Spoonflower or some other small job. And so the saturation level and the inks used are much different than those. Oh, also the Modas I've found great success with. So if anything, the thing that I've had issue with, which is becoming less and less, are where the saturation in the fabric isn't as great. And so if you have a little spur on your needle, that's where it can leave you a little bit of white trail back behind it where you see the back fabric. Now, you would find that actually with any screen print as well, a traditional screen printing. It just so happens to be a little bit more apparent in a digital print. Back 15 years ago or so, we were having some issue with the digitals where you were just able to take a moist cotton ball to it and then you'd be able to bring up some ink. But the technology has improved so much. Personally, I do prefer the screen prints most of the time, but like with these particular prints here, you wouldn't be able to achieve the depth of color that you're able to get with this digital print. And that's really where the digital printing shines, are in complex prints like this, if that makes sense. All right, so good question. And as I see the different questions come up, I will absolutely answer them. And once again, as I said, in case if I'm not seeing your comment and you have a question, I'm not ignoring you. I will respond in the comments after the live broadcast. All right, so that is this beautiful fabrics here. In the collection, there's one other thing I'd like to show you, and that is this super cool canvas tote. And this is a panel. It is printed on a lightweight canvas. And you could either, so it's designed to be transformed into a tote like this. So it would be quite an ample tote. Okay, we can, so the handles are on the side and we can imagine it to be like that. I mean, so that's a ginormous tote, right? And it does show you how to finish it with a boxed bottom. I think this could also be great to be used as a pillow. Okay, wouldn't that be great to have a great pillow to go along with your quilt? So with it being a little bit different substrate, so this is a canvas and this is a cotton, there is the cotton has a little bit more brilliance to it than the canvas does, just because of, well, how your base goods are, okay? And you'd find that with whether it's screen printed or digitally printed, your linens, your flat cottons, your wide backs will all have different vibrancies to them as they're different gray goods. So since we're talking about, so that's the Allure collection, super pretty. I just want to go back to this particular pattern, Lanterns pattern, which I think is super fun. And with it being a 24-inch repeat panel pattern, that's a little bit more something something. I wanted to show you a couple other panels that could be fun to play with that, of course, with different fabrics. So I just went back and I just opened up a few of our holiday panels to share with you in case if you're looking for something crazy. And so this is a much different look, right? So this is a whimsical Nomi Christmas, okay? You can see how that would fit in there. Of course, you'd want different colors, but this is the timber Nomis. I also have some fun trees, and trees are really fun to do up for holiday quilts because, you know, a lot of people don't put up trees anymore when they move to apartments or smaller homes, and so it could be fun to do something up. So this is from Kim Schaefer. We have a few more of these left. These are super awesome, and these are half price. These are only $4.50. I have it with the white background and the teal background, or blue background. Imagine embellishing these with giant yo-yos. Oh, that'd be so much fun. And then I have a more serious traditional tree. That is the glorious Robert Kaufman tree, just so beautiful, so decadent in their screen printing here with the gold metallic snowflakes layering over the top. So beautiful. So just giving you a couple different options for things that you might want to do when you are thinking about a pattern like that and checking out like, oh, what other things would work. Now, the thing about this particular pattern is that it is designed for a 24-inch repeat panel. I don't believe they have scaling in there if you have a 36-inch repeat or different one. So this is a 24-inch repeat specific pattern. All right. What else do I have to show you? Well, speaking of some fun fabric, I am super excited. We just got in bluish from Zen Chic. Yes, bluish. I know that there have been a bunch of you waiting for it, and it is one of the featured fabric lines that we're going to be doing with our Chatsworth block of the month that I'll talk a little bit more about in a little bit. But let's take a peek at bluish. And this is by Zen Chic for Moda. And Zen Chic, or Bridget from For Moda, is from Germany. Not a ton of German quilters, but she is super fun and she has lots of really great inspiration if you follow her on her blog. All right, let's take a peek at this cool fabric. So, bluish. It runs from kind of dark charcoal through some deep blue here to a Delft blue, powder blue, some I would say grayish whites, and then we have like this taupey background, okay? So from a super contemporary kind of focus print here, kind of collage-y. You have some different sewing themes here. And so we have a pattern, some tape measures here. We have some different language instructions here. We have a layout of a pattern, diagram of a sewing machine. It's a multi-directional piece, so not specifically directional. Then we have these great coordinates that go with it. Zen Chic has this basic called Spotted, and I don't know if you can see it super clear, but there are different colors of dots on it to give it a little bit of texture. And we continue to restock the Spotteds, and some of them have been out of stock for a little bit, but be looking for a full refresh of the collection in short order as they've come back in stock. And I love these little scissors. So here, this is a blue background of that. Oh, so excited to see everyone still hopping on. Great to see everyone. Now with the new colors of Spotted that are here, I am not certain if they are new forever in the basic line or if they are just new with this collection. All right. And then, is this too low here? We might have to push this up. Look at this. This is just so gorgeous. There's 30 different fabrics here. And this one might be my favorite of these multicolored prints here. Look at that. And then there's this crazy, I'm just going to call it puke green, okay? Like, that's probably not the right word for it, but that's the color there, and it really just does a fabulous job adding a little bit of contrast there, especially with that orange. Ugh, it's so great. I know, who would think that you'd use the words puke and great in the same sentence? I know, I know. Look at those scissors. They're so cute. Okay, so that is the fabric line. We have a couple patterns from Bridget. We have Globe, which is a stunning, interesting sphere. And it's a fun challenge for the experienced quilter. This small quilt features a faceted globe focal point created from one layer cake using foundation paper piecing, a calm and centered composition. And I believe that she is also doing a quilt along with this on her blog. And then we also have throwing, which is kind of fun, where you have some half square triangles and then it goes into negative space, very contemporary. This is a beginner pattern, and it's achieved a unique and effortless look with clever fabric placement in this lap-size quilt, quickly sewn half square triangles from 3 charm packs offer a rich variety of color combinations. So both of these patterns are $12.90. They are awesome patterns. We have those. And then I also want to share with you, we have pre-cuts of this. So we have the jelly rolls, the layer cakes, the charm packs. Of course, we have our fat quarter tower. The fat quarter tower is $97.50. And then let me grab the other cuts that we have, as well as I'm going to get you a link for the collection. And I just checked, the patterns aren't in the collection quite yet, so I'll have to make sure after the show that they get added in there. All right, and then we have the half-yard tower. So the half-yard tower here that has all of these guys, $195. And this time, because of some requests, we put together fat eighth towers of the full collection, which is super awesome, and that is $48.75. So who likes bluish? I think it's super fun. I really like Zen Chic. I think they have just this modern take without it being too modern. I like the scale. I love Spotted. I think it's fabulous. Just going to place this over here. Hopefully I don't knock everything over on the set here. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to segue right into talking about our Chatsworth fabric pull for bluish. So if you were watching us last week, you heard that I was talking about this fun new block of the month with the Chatsworth pattern, and that is designed by Doug Lako of Antler Quilt Design. He tunes in sometimes, so if you're watching, hi Doug. And he's sending over the cover quilt to be able to share with us. It hasn't quite arrived yet, but once it gets here, we're going to have it for a week or two so that you'll be able to see it and check it out and then just realize how much you want to make this. And we're going to be running it as our 2024 Block of the Month program. We are offering kits and a whole bunch of really fun and exciting things with it. And I'm offering it in several different colorways for you to be able to purchase as a kit. So let me just give you the link for that program, and then we'll talk about the fabric pull, with the picture of it, the fabric pull of this, and then the other stuff. And then I can also answer any questions that you might have on it if I'm able to see it, and otherwise I will answer them after. So for that program block of the month, it is $249.99. It is delivered as a kit up front. The kit includes all of the fabric for the quilt top and binding, your pattern, your foundation papers. You're going to be getting a swag bag. You are going to be getting some specialized instruction, both in person as well as exclusive video content just for me. And then as a bonus, Moda Fabrics is also doing an interactive quilt along that is going to be running on the 4th Thursday of the month. So that's separate from what we're doing. There's some other things that we've done where we just rely on the manufacturer content, but that is just going to be a bonus to what we're doing. So they might be doing a couple things similar or different, but that's what we have. So for most of our kits, they are going to be 24 fat quarters, so 24 different fabrics, and then your accent and your background and your binding. The official pull that Doug put together for the for bluish is a tighter collection, and it just was 18 fabrics. So instead of 24 fat quarters, you're going to be getting 18 third yards. Exact same amount of fabric for the focus fabrics, and it's going to be ample to make the quilt. Now let me see. Oh, Joelle, yes, I do have the foundation paper, and I'm just checking. It doesn't appear that it's online, so I am going to make sure to add that online, but we do have some in store, and I will set one aside right away for you. It is $13.99 for the pack. That will be enough to make the size of the quilt that we're going to be doing as the program. Okay, so let me take a peek overhead here. And let's see if I can make this happen over here. And I also think I have a picture for you, maybe, of what the quilt looked like in blue. I do not. I'm going to just flip to the back cover here so that we can see it a little bit better of what that. So here is the picture here, and you can see that there is a little bit of a background for our, it's not a solid piece of fabric. It rather has a little bit of something going on for our background. All right, so let's take a peek at what our 18 fabrics are for our tight bluish collection. We have a nice variety of the light to medium. Okay. Some of you have asked, does this go with True Blue, one of Zen Chic's previous collections? I believe it does. If anyone has any samples of fabric that we could take pictures of it next to it, that'd be great. So that is the beautiful fabric for there. We are waiting on the accent fabric that will be the inside of the flying geese in that piece. So that's going to be delivered. All of these kits would be available for pickup first in January. If we had them all together beforehand, we would be able to have them, but right now I believe that we are going to be looking at a January delivery date on those. So Julie wants to know, if we want to make it king size, how big is it? How would it look? Borders, blocks, math. Oh. So let's take a peek first at the basic quilt. So the basic quilt, Doug calls it a throw. It's a throw. And so I love his definition of a throw because it is 74 by 88, okay? Whew, a lot of times I call a throw 45 by 60. So for the mattress size, a queen is 60 by 80 and a king is 78 by 80, okay? We're making 12 blocks to have it be 74 by 88. For a queen, I would want it a little bit bigger. You could either throw some borders on the side, or you could make an extra row here, so that it would, or an extra column, so that it would be like a 5. So then it would be 88 square. But I know a lot of you don't like square quilts. So we were doing a little bit of math here in the store, and we were thinking that for a king, I would want something that was like 112 square. Doesn't that sound about right? So if I were to do it 112 square, what I could do it by taking the math and doing 6 rows, so 6 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then instead of just doing 1, 2, 3, I do an extra 4, and that would give us the dimensions of a 12 by 12. I'm sorry, 112 by 112. To do that, that would be a 24 block set, okay? This quilt kit is for 12 blocks, and while it is ample, I don't know exactly how much extra you'd get. So to be certain, you could get 24 blocks for certain by doubling the kit. So if you are looking for having it be bigger, let us know, because there are some other pricing components as part of this program. So if you wanted to make it bigger, you wouldn't just have to double the $249 times 2, because you're paying for the pattern and the this and the this and the this. So we could get you a price on that. So, but it's essentially twice as big of a kit. Does that make sense? So always got to think about, when we're talking about expanding quilts, that we need to think about the number of blocks we need to make. And so it's sometimes a little bit more than quantity-wise than what we think. So instead of making 12 blocks, we'd make 24 blocks, and then you could make 2 blocks of each design that he's doing, and then just put them all together. You would also need 2 packs of foundation in order to make that happen. In the foundation pack, and let me just pull that foundation pack over, they have, is it right here? It is right here. In the foundation paper pack, there are 50 different foundations, papers in here for the quilt, you will need 48 of them. So 1 pack equals 1 quilt. If you want to make some of the bonus projects that are inside, you'll want to be scooping up more packages of foundation paper, but you can absolutely get 1 pack of foundation papers to get started. All right. Whew, that was a lot. So that is the information there. And let's just hop over, because if I share my screen, we can look at a couple of the other pictures that I have associated with it. Let's see, we're going to share this. We're on our website now in the link that I provided, and I'm going to click on the Chatsworth, and you can see here that I have a picture of the quilt, a picture of the foundations, a picture of the back cover here that also shows some of the bonus projects that are included. In our program, we're going to be offering the mini simple folded corners rulers to the first sign-uppers. This is the cover quilt option, Woodland and Wildflowers by Fancy That Design House. This is the bluish colorway, and that is the Zen Chic fabric that I just shared with you. We'll be getting the Dandy Duo, which is a Robin Pickens fabric line. That fabric will be coming in December, and we'll be pairing it with a white background in there as your background. We do have the French General Chateau du Chantilly fabric in store. We have picked these beautiful fabrics as our palette for that, and be able to show that to you. And then we're also going to be offering a very eclectic contemporary grouping that we are using from Ruby Star Society, and that is going to have a scrappy background. So those are the options of what those are. And I've also shared with you, if you want to think about picking your fabric later, you absolutely can. If you wanted to say, yes, I'm in and I want to participate, I will give you the opportunity to pick out your fabric a little bit later. And it tells you all about this amazing stuff. And as I said, the kit will ship or be available for pickup on January 20th. And if they're available earlier, I will absolutely let you know. Okay. So we are super excited about that, and I will post the moment that we get that quilt in store, because I'm so excited. We're going to have a lot of fun. And as part of our Patchworks program, in our exclusive content, we're going to be having 3 additional Patchworks exclusive programs. One of them is a pillow that will go along with the quilt project, so that you're just going to have lots of fun and lots of inspiration for doing some special things. So what else do I have to show you today? What else is new? Well, I do have a few things that I'm excited about. We just got in those By Annie patterns that I've been waiting for. Yay! By Annie patterns. Woohoo! So these are the things from Market that have started to arrive. We have, let's take a peek overhead. I'm so excited. So we have a So Simple wallet, and this one here is really cool because it has 1, 2, or 3 pockets. It is a smaller little project, and I don't have a price tag on this one. It is, I believe, a $5 price point rather than the $10 that it normally is. And this has a video as well. We also have the Out to Lunch, which is the 2.0 version, so that has the video. Payday, which is the new wallet purse with the little little wristlet on there. Super cool. Courtside, which can be a backpack or a racket tote. And if you play pickleball, we do have pickleball fabric in stock, which is super cool. And then the 2.0 of the Ditty Bags, and that has the video add-on as well. So in addition to the patterns and the pattern updates, we also have her new hardware. And her new hardware are 3 different, to match her colors, of the, for the purse parts, the strap adjuster. So the strap adjuster, I'm not going to open it right now, but I have it available in the nickel, the black metal, as well as the antique brass, rather than you having to get the plastic. So she previously only offered it in the plastic, and this market she released them in the coordinating metals. So that is super, super, super exciting. Also, we have just received our left-handed version of the Sew Magnetic Cutting System. So I'll be talking with you a little bit more about that. Well, I guess I'm not going to be talking to you on Thanksgiving. We are going to be doing demos on the weekend after Thanksgiving on the Sew Tight cutting system, so that you will be able to try it out and be able to check it all out. So we're going to be doing demos of that on the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. So that's super exciting. And then you can also see what the left-handed version would be all about if you happen to be a lefty. So I think it's super exciting that there is the option for whichever way you cut, so you don't have to think the other way. And, oh, I probably shouldn't hop to this yet, but I'm super excited. I'm so excited. So we have been moving the store around because, well, we're getting so much great new stuff, and we haven't done this for a while, and I just thought, you know what? We need to do it. We need to have some fun and do it. So we are having a Fabricalooza. What? So if you are newer to Patchworks and you've never heard of the term Fabricalooza and you're like, what in the heck is that? That is where we do a giant flip-flop of the store. So if you're a local shopper, where we take the back room and we put it in the main room, and we add a whole bunch of stuff to it, and we offer it at a reduced price. So we are in the process of moving all of the amazing fabric around, and our sale room is going to be offered on Saturday, or starting Saturday, for $6.99 a yard. What? That is so exciting. So because we shop from the same inventory, and this is the first time we are going to be doing this and have a website, we are going to be giving our in-store shoppers first dibs. So 9 o'clock Saturday, you are going to be able to shop the full selection of our Fabricalooza offerings. And then at 6 p.m. on Saturday, this Saturday the 18th, we are going to be turning it on online. And we have to give that 2-hour gap just to make sure that we clear out any bolts that have been cleared, so that you don't have the wrong understanding of what fabric is available or not. We want to have as little disappointment as possible. So all of those fabrics will be available to you to be buying from afar, from wherever you are. And because I know it's a crazy time of year and everybody has lots going on, we're turning the pricing on Saturday, and it is going to continue through the weekend after Thanksgiving, and we'll be turning it off on 11:59 p.m. the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So that gives you 10 days of great Fabricalooza pricing. Yay! So that is super exciting. You'll also be seeing some additional things in that markdown. So I'm sending out an email tonight that's going to have a few more of the details as well. If you're shopping from afar, it's going to have the link that is going to go live on Saturday night to be able to shop from there. How fun and exciting is that? I did say we are also going to be open the weekend after Thanksgiving. Woot woot. So on Friday and Saturday, we have some fun demos that we're going to be sharing with you. We are going to be giving you the opportunity to test drive that Sew Tights magnetic cutting system. You are going to be able to see how to make a Cuddalux infinity scarf. We'll also be sharing with you, I know that it might seem like maybe all of you have done it before, but it's always good to do a little bit of a reminder on the fabric pillowcase, because that is a great gift, and I love, 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 love using those actually to wrap my gifts, and I'll show you how I do that. So those are different demos that we'll be having in addition to just being open and having some great deals for you in store on that weekend. Super exciting. All right, so I kind of hopped ahead a little bit. Let's just take one little back up here and give a quick talk about, well, you know, Thanksgiving's on Thursday and a week from today, and some of you might still need to make your tablescape, right? So last week I shared with you this super easy, super fun, 3 fabric, 3 half yards, super simple table runner. And this was brought back from a project that we shared, oh goodness, 10 plus years ago. And it was Susie's super simple table runner. Love, love, love it. We put together some additional 3-yard bundles that are on our table by the register 3-yard cuts. You'd be able to make 2 table runners just like this, and we'll give you that complimentary pattern. But if you were saying, you know, Julie, that's great, but I really want to make sure that I get that I got a Thanksgiving one ready to go. We have some really great harvest fabrics still available in the store, and one of these could be super, super, super fun that has these great sassy pieces in there. I love it. So this is super fun. We have turkeys. Who doesn't love a turkey? Some great sunflowers and pumpkins and leaves. We have the the Robin Pickens fabric. You could have some Thanksgiving men. I have a couple of these left, and this works really well if you're for making a the quick braided Venice table runner, the Quilt As You Go Venice table runner. One of these will do that. Really, really fun, really, really quick. And I also have the pattern for our Traveling Leaves pillow back in stock. And we did get both of the thatched back in stock as well, just in time for Thanksgiving. So the coordinating thatch that goes with the Forest Frolic is back in stock. So we have those. All right. Last but not least, I did want to share with you I don't know if I shared it with you last week, that we did get in for the Besties line. We got in the Heartburst quilt kit. It came a little bit after the fabric, so I wanted to share it with you, and it should be up on our site. It is a super gorgeous quilt. Let's take a peek overhead. So this quilt kit features Besties in True Colors by Tula Pink, includes metallic and neon fabrics. The pattern is exclusive to the kit. It is a Tula designed pattern, and you have hearts inside of these really cool stars, and then you have these points coming out of your star. So it's a very interesting block. The quilt finishes 72 by 92, so that's an ample quilt size. Her kits are a little bit pricier, but they are super well written and include ample fabric. And so this is $275.99. And it includes all of your besties. So that is super fun. If you are playing along in the Queen of Diamonds, we have not received the Free Spirit next installment. I will assure you, I will let you know as soon as it has arrived. I did get word from Free Spirit today, though, that because of a problem that they were having with block 7 with the fussy cutting of the lion, they are including some extra fabric for us. Yay! So everyone's going to be getting a little bit extra fabric to do your fussy cutting of that block. So that's super great. All right, so we talked about a lot of stuff today. I think we are going to be running a little early here. I want to do a recap of our bundle of the week, and then we're going to do a recap of what's going on this weekend and Thanksgiving weekend. How does that sound? All right, so we have our bundle of the week. Is this Contemporary Christmas? Can do some really fun things with them. And also, if you take a couple of the super Christmassy things out, it's also very interesting winter palette there. So that is $24.99. It's on the front page of our website. We have the new quilt kit here, lanterns featuring the Allure fabric. We also have a standalone pattern here. This is in our on our website on the Allure pattern. And I was also sharing with you how you could use some other 24-inch repeat patterns. We got in Bluish, which is the super great fat quarter bundle, 30 different fabrics. We have it on the bolt, in towers, in jelly rolls, charm packs, and layer cakes. It is also one of our fabric lines that we're going to be using for our Chatsworth block of the month, which starts in January. We will be getting Doug's quilt. We are anxiously awaiting for that. It will be soon, and I'll let everyone know as soon as it is here. And this weekend, we are kicking off Fabricalooza. Woot, 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 woot. So in store, 9 o'clock is when we open. We have over 1,000 bolts that are $6.99 a yard. There'll also be a few other special buys. And then it will go live online at 6 p.m. on Saturday night. That pricing will continue in store and online through the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. We are closed next Thursday. I will not be doing a video next Thursday. Oh, that's all right. So we'll be taking a week off of our videos. I'll make sure to pop on and say hello to you on Wednesday before we go. And then we will be doing some fun demos throughout the Black Friday, Small Business Saturday weekend. And for all of our shoppers on Saturday, we do have a fun little gift with purchase for you as well. But lots of fun things to come along and see during the next few weeks. As always, I'd like to thank you for tuning in and spending some of your Thursday with me. I will go back through and check the comments on the different platforms because, like last week, I think we missed a few of the comments fed through our streaming service. So I'm going to have to check with them and see why that changed a little bit. You can always catch the replay on our YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe so that you never miss a video. or if you want to watch us on the big screen. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you're able to join us in store or online soon. Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.